Guys, this is the first time attempting to do a vlog, so pardon me that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing quite yet. Welcome to a series called Better Perks. In the series, this is going to be more of a vlog style, lifestyle video where I try to make myself a better person, and hopefully alongside it we can become better people. But welcome to the series Better Perks. Honestly, this is more of a spin-off of Real Talks, because Real Talks have really put a big impact on the way that I live my life and what I like to do. Because I always talk about things that I'd like to do better, or I'd like more of, or just things that I'd like to change. But the only way to actually enact those types of changes is if I myself decide to get into the mindset that I want to change something. So I might talk about esports, but unless I actually physically try to change stuff about esports, I'm not going to be much of a help. And in this case, esports isn't the actual topic. This is an experimental series, so you guys gotta tell me if you actually are enjoying it, what I can do to make it better, because this isn't my thing. Vlogging isn't particularly a thing that I'm good at, and it's gonna be a bit of a adjustment period. And you don't have to shit talk my lighting. I already know it's gonna be pretty crap. I'm gonna be picking up from a Real Talk that I recently did entitled Vices. The card for it will be up about now, that you guys can watch it if you haven't already. So I'd suggest you stop, watch that video, and then come back here, because that's where a lot of where this is gonna be kind of picking up to go from. But guys, this is the update on the Vices video, and let me just say that I have already learned a lot. Now, the big thing that is the big focus of this is that it's an update. It is the 14th of November, and I am still doing the no nut masturbation, like masturbation free November. I haven't masturbated in 14 days, which as I talked about previously, it was very much something that I did to keep myself from feeling as lonely as I usually am. And this is gonna be such a sad video. It's so vulnerable, it's weird. I realized that I fall very heavily into different vices. We talked about this in the Real Talk, but I fall very heavily into different things. And I realized that that's even more true than I thought, and it's not a good thing. During these 14 days, just by happenstance, it wasn't because I wasn't masturbating, but it was more or less just happenstance that also intertwined with that time period. I went drinking for the first time. I have drank before on few occasions, but not really been drinking, like the act of drinking a lot of alcohol for whatever reason. This was the first time I ever had been, and I got drunk. I did get drunk for the first time. I wish that there was video of it, because it was pretty great. But no, I got drunk for the first time. I was amongst friends, family was out of town, and they decided to bring Angry Orchards over, and I drank 3 more or less. So I'm a lightweight, to be fair, but I never really drank, so I wasn't prepared. I drank 2 of them, and then finished shotgun my friend's 3rd. And that was really the tipping point. I didn't drink a lot of water in between, but it was over the course of like maybe 2-3 hours, 2.5 hours or some shit like that. So, but I definitely found myself getting drunk. Not super drunk, but drunk. And I realized even in my drunken state that it is a bad idea for me to get dependent on alcohol. So I need to watch myself with things of that nature. Don't ever present me with drugs, please, because I don't think that I will be coming back from that one. I've realized this. I can be very dependent on things outside of my own realm of capabilities to keep me kind of grounded in a fake sense of happiness. What I mean is, when I was drunk, that I was on the teetering point of hanging on for a very long time, and it was a fantastic place to stand. And I enjoyed it a little too much and immediately wanted to drink more alcohol. For better or for worse, I saw immediately that it can be an addictive thing, and not in a sense that it's an alcohol itself is addictive, but that I have an addictive personality. If I find something that I like, I'm probably going to try to do it as much as possible to try to continue to be on whatever high that it gives me. I have an addictive personality, I feel like. I think that's the big thing that I kind of learned, I've so far learned. And masturbating was one of those things. It's a free high. I've talked about it, but it's a free dopamine rush to just masturbate, just cause. I spend a lot of time on the internet in all of the great places of there's like hentai and Pornhub are regularly in my search history. It's like, I'm not ashamed of it at all, but it's a thing that very much shaped a lot, because one of the reasons that it would be there so easily is that it was just an easy way for me to be a little bit happier throughout the day. Just a free bit of dopamine to just help me get a little bit higher and be a bit happier. I have an addictive personality. I think it's why I fell so heavily into gaming. It's why I fell so heavily into half the things that I'm into. But I feel like those things that make me happy once or twice are those things that I'm going to constantly try to go back to, which is a bad thing, but it's also a good thing that I know that. This is a little bit more difficult than I expected it to be. I expected it to be, you know, I didn't expect it to come easy. That's what she said. But I didn't expect it to be as difficult as it is. A little bit under halfway through, and I think I'm going to be able to do this. It's just, it's gonna be very hard. No pun intended. So even in 14 days, I have learned a lot, and for better or for worse, I realized that I also don't communicate with people effectively. I think masturbation used to be a thing that I would use as a way to not need people around. And for a different video, probably, I'll give you a TLDR, is that I don't expect to keep people around for very long periods of time, because for a very long span of time, and even to current time, it's not unusual for me to meet someone, have a fantastic time, and then they just disappear. They just kind of ghost me for however long, and then I just never talk to that person again. That's not a thing. That's a thing that happens to me very, very often, and a thing that I kind of come to expect now. So it's not unusual for me to just, it's not unusual for people to just kind of disappear from my life, and I kind of expect that more. So I don't usually reach out to friends. I'm very bad at it. I'm not a very sociable person in that sense. When I don't text people very often. A lot of times I wait for people to text me first, because I don't expect people to want to invite me to much. So I kind of just do my own thing until someone else comes along. But even just later today, I'm going out with friends to go drink kava. I don't know what the fuck a kava is, but I'm gonna be going to drink it with friends because they invited me. I've been invited to, I've been a part of, my small group of friends has been inviting me to do more, which has been exciting. And then I've been talking to more friends outside of Florida, because a lot of my friends actually aren't in Florida, so I end up talking to them via Skypes and playing games with them, and that's how I communicate with a lot of people. But just in general, that's what I do, and I've been doing it a lot more. But now finding a balance is gonna be hard, because because my videos have been kind of inconsistent just this past week. For multitudes of reasons, and then I'm still working on getting some stuff completely done and ready, but you know, you probably have seen that video already, if I re-recorded it at least. But yeah, I guess this is the first episode of Better Perks. If you guys enjoyed the concept but not particularly the execution, let me know, because I know that this is going to be a bit of a weird video, because no matter what, I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm going to do per se, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and if you guys would like to see more of it, tell me what you'd like to see more of. Obviously there's going to be one more installment in the No Nut November series, but just in general, holla at me at some other ideas. If you guys are enjoying this, let me know. Guys, it's been percolating, it's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I'm ending this video now.
Don't think you're gonna bother us anymore. BRB. Crumbs? Gotta grab more gamer fuel after the match.